All right, welcome everybody. We're going to do another live Dynasty startup mock draft. We are very, very excited here. We're going to have rookies in here. So again, kind of as we get closer to the combine, as we get closer to the draft, just seeing how these rookies end up falling. So if you are joining us, in the description, you can join the draft. We still have some open spots. It'll fill up quickly, so first come, first serve. But if you're watching on YouTube, jump in the description, click the link, and you can draft with us and listen to our analysis in time. Should be a lot of fun here. We're going to send out our link. We got, 7 spots left to fill. It should fill up pretty quickly, so we're sending out that link. Now, while you're here, we really appreciate you joining us. We appreciate you joining the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit like on the live stream. It's the best way to support us. We really, really appreciate it. And if you subscribe to the channel, if you're a new subscriber, drop it in the comments. We'll give you a shout out on the show as well. Just as a show of our appreciation, we really appreciate all you guys doing that. We're going to keep filling up this mock draft, and then we're going to start here in just a little bit. So we do have the chat open on our last live stream. I know that we accidentally turned it off because I think I accidentally set it to for kids or something like that. So it's not.
That's awkward.
Yeah, it's not for kids and it's for adults. So make sure you get in the comments and shoot us comments throughout the live stream, throughout the draft, what you think of how these picks are falling out. Might put it on Twitter too.
Yeah, I'm putting it everywhere, man.
Okay.
Gonna fill out.
All right, and so kind of before we get started, if you've got any questions, make sure you drop them in the chat. We'll answer some questions here before we get started in the draft to just kind of pass this time to get through before everybody kind of fills up in the draft. So I see some people active in the chat. Welcome, Toronto Dave. Welcome, Cabby. Really appreciate all you guys.
Jerry said traded Jerry Jeudy high based off the Peyton hire and got Swift and Romeo Dubs.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
I told him that I like Swifty there. So even from a market value standpoint.
Yeah, honestly, I can't. I don't have a problem with that at all either. I think Dubs too could. Dubs is probably going to go up in value regardless of what happens, in my opinion, in Green Bay. I think if Love comes in, everyone's going to be hype about the receivers that are there because, again, the training camp videos. And then if Rodgers stays. That's a plus for anyone. So
yeah, absolutely. Hey, let us know in the comments if is our audio sounding weird by any chance? Simon says the audio sounds weird, which I don't.
Oh, that's
everything's testing out fine, so I don't.
A little off. Not sure if it's just me.
Yeah, I don't. It's hard for me to tell what it is. Why don't you keep talking? I'm gonna go and try to fix that real quick.
Yeah, no, you're good. Any trade questions you guys have there? Just drop them in the chat while we're getting set here. Sounds like we're underwater. That's kind of funny. Yeah, Simon says sounds like we're underwater. Sounds a little canned. Well, anyways, if you guys want to, I know this will be pretty fun here, but we've got a new partner. It's Fozzie Football. If you haven't already, go check it out at omnibrom.com. It's paper football brought to life and made 20 times better. It's a pretty fun game that we actually got like a customized board for. They customize really cool like mats that you can put on your table. It's a fun little table game. If you use our code domain in all caps, you get 10% off that. So I know we have that on our Twitter and things like that, but you should definitely check that out. We just did some more bonus content videos. You guys will want to check that out for sure. We're probably going to release that this weekend. I would think once I get those edited. We've got wide receivers that you should be selling right now and running backs that are real cheap that you should be going to get as well. So that'll be fun.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, I found it. I found the issue. Okay.
Oh, sweet.
All right, that should be better. Hopefully that fixed the audio. Let's go ahead and get. Are we filled up yet?
Get me ranting.
We need 2 more people. So if you're watching on YouTube, I know there are more than 12 of you in here. Go join our draft. It's in the description. Sorry about the audio. I made sure to fix that. Yep. Thanks for letting us know. That was It's
Look
fixed.
at us doing something on the job.
It's
that quick.
That's literally my job.
I know.
Okay.
I know. Not us. You.
Okay.
I just had to talk about nothing.
I know. 2 more spots. We're gonna fill this up. Have we had any questions or anything come in yet? We really appreciate all you guys joining us. And
we're full. Let's get this going, man.
Are we full?
Yep.
All right, let's do this. We're gonna drop down here, and we are going to. There are 2 spots left, aren't there?
Nope.
I need to refresh my page.
We are filled.
That is very laggy.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Laggy.
30 seconds. That you set it to 30 minutes, or I did. I'm gonna change this to 30 seconds.
Yep. Yeah. You invited us, so.
Yeah, it's me. You're on the clock though.
Oh, I am on the clock.
Yep.
Awesome. Where am I at here? Well, I'm gonna go without question. Why is Josh Allen
Just
QB.
pick Mahomes. Dude. Gosh.
I'm not taking Jalen Hurts,
Quit
Simon.
dragging it out. I think Simon's home. If you guys watch the channel, you know Simon. You know he's our third guy. He looks like Justin Herbert. Everybody always asks where he's at. He's really going to be on some of our videos next week, so we're excited to have him back. But
yeah,
it is kind of interesting that everybody likes Simon so much. Like I said, we don't get.
Well, they get tired of our faces.
I wonder if we left, like if people would even ask where we went. If I left, people would be like, "This show's way better now."
She probably got tired of our Justin Fields takes and just I don't know. I mean, to be fair, we miss Simon a lot. He adds a ton. He is a third of the Dynasty domain. So when he's gone, 33% of DD is gone. So
33% of my heart is broken.
A ton.
Toronto Dave says, I'm most curious about the QBs after Dakish. It gets really, really hairy, actually. And it's actually different each draft. So we've seen it. We
struggle with this too. That's a really good point.
So we'll see how this kind of shakes out. Make sure. Jalen Hurts again at the 103. So that's going to be interesting. You're going to continue to see this offseason. Obviously, the Super Bowl. He's going to get he's going to get paid. He's producing. Oh crap! I was my pick, and I went on auto pick.
Oh, you silly!
Sorry,
boy.
I took JJ.
You got Justin Jefferson.
I'm good.
Hey, that would have been the smart pick.
Yeah, I mean,
you take Lawrence over JJ.
Maybe taking Lawrence over JJ there, but
yeah. Hey, it's worth a shot at the 1-6, just trying to shake it up a bit, see what lands to you value wise.
Yeah, it's good to not do the same thing every single time.
Herbert at the 1-5. I think we're going to start seeing that Herbert is going to start going consensus 1-5 at highest. I could even see him start dropping it. Yeah, I mean,
I already did my startups this year though, and I got the 1-11 every single time. So so annoying. I hate the randomized draft order sometimes because I swear I get anywhere from the 110 to the 112, which in third round reversals isn't that bad. But
yeah,
I'd be curious what your guys' favorite positions are to draft from because, you know, I think there's a pretty clear advantage to being at the front because of the guys you get there. However, the third round reversal is nice, and that at least like combats some of it. So yeah, I think he might go on auto, which really. Oh no, he got it.
Is Toronto Dave actually from Toronto?
Ooh, let us know.
Toronto Dave. Speaking of, just
why would that be his name though if he wasn't from Toronto?
I don't know. He said he took Herbert at the 104 in a recent startup. I think that's fine, Dave. The 104 with Herbert. I mean, I personally would probably go Burrow at this point, but if you're taking Herbert, like Herbert's a fine value right now, and there's people that are giving you him for a discount.
Yeah. All right.
Bijan at the 110.
It's fine. He probably is going to be the one. He should be the first running back on the board in all this draft.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying JT should go over him. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't blame you
because we've seen even some.
We're biased Colts fan though.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb again at the turn and Deshaun Watson. Nice start there, Taylor.
I love seeing consistently over multiple years now where a lot of turns you're still seeing CeeDee and Dak go together at turns, and honestly, it's safe.
Yeah,
I like it. It's it's not the hottest thing ever, but it's going to get you fantasy points.
Yeah. What was I looking for? Toronto Dave says he is from Toronto, technically a suburb. So that's probably the biggest news of the day.
Oh, that is.
Yeah. Suburb counts. We're in the suburbs of Indy, but we still live in Indy.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's as cool as Toronto, but and you'd be surprised we have the combine, right?
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah.
AJ Brown at the 2-3. Interesting.
Wow. Deshaun at the 2-1 is probably. Man, I've started to
I like that,
and
I like that
fall even further.
So we got both the Harmons in here. I like that Andrew took Kyler Murray at the 2-2.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot.
I mean, because he's been sliding lower than that, but that's honestly where he should be going.
Yeah, Fields and Kyler. Fields, I swear, I don't know if I have seen Fields go anywhere that isn't the 111. Like he's always going at the 111 all the time. Maybe the 19. I've seen him maybe go there before. Ooh, Amon-Ra going at the 2-4.
I will take a quarterback here. I will take Bryce Young.
Do you think that was a bit early for Amon-Ra at the 2-4, right?
I mean, he's been going in this round, so I don't think
he's usually going.
Look at the guy's. Look at his profile picture.
Oh well, that explains it.
Yeah, he's got to take his guy. That's what we were doing with JT last year, and we looked like idiots for it.
Was was he in our last mock? He may have been in our last mock. I don't know that name just sounds familiar.
All right, we've got a shout out. McGonigal. I think I said that right. That is an awesome name. So subscribe. Happy to join the fun. Interested to see what Sharms does with this wide receiver start. Thanks for subscribing, man. We really appreciate it. And yeah, it will be interesting to see what we do there. I almost went wide receiver running back at mine, but then I realized that none of the rookie quarterbacks have been taken, and they've been going a little bit earlier than this, actually. So I'll take Bryce Young there.
Yeah. Damian Stretch, shout out to our guy from the UK.
Yeah.
Watching live.
DD is global. How about that?
International.
Get in the comments and let us know where you're from, even if it's from somewhere in the U.S. We can guarantee you that it's cooler than Indianapolis. But
yeah. I don't know. I think it's cool.
It's fine. Indy's fine. The Colts were butt, though, man. It was brutal. I love Breece Hall at the 210. Yeah. Jalen Hurts and Breece Hall. How about that for a start?
That's nice. Garrett Wilson at the 2.9 too. He just keeps going up, and honestly, I can't fight it. Like he's just
it's he should. That's where he should be going.
Yeah.
Nice start for AZ. He's a league normal for us. Hey, and if you guys don't, if you guys aren't in a listener league with us, we have listener leagues open now. Our third one's open. So make sure I have the locals linked in the description. That's where they're for our supporters. So it's $3 a month. I know, very pricey, but we have, I think, 15 spots left this year, maybe 16 or 17 spots left for people to play in leagues with us. So we have those for our supporters. So if you go to our locals, you can get to that through our Discord and play in leagues with us. We're doing just 2 more startups this offseason. About filled.
I took Stroud at the 212. I'm going to start with Mahomes and Stroud.
Yeah. I think that's good. I would have taken Stroud there too. That's a good one. Zach Simon says, hello, fellow Hoosiers. Hello, fellow Hoosier. Let's go.
Losing to Northwestern.
Yeah. What are y'all's thoughts on Ken Walker? TK says, I'm pretty high on him, and I'm surprised sometimes people don't view him as high as they should. I think this is actually true. I think when I see people get Ken Walker in the 3rd round of startups, I'm really liking that value, because with what Kenneth Walker was able to do in his rookie year, I think that is overlooked a little bit more than it should be. I think for him to come in and immediately produce like that and have a little bit higher of a floor than we thought he would as a rookie due to his receiving upside, I think that he should be actually as a running back that young and in a position that's that scarce, he should be worth a little bit more. So I very much like Kenneth Walker, and if somebody takes him in the 2nd, I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Toronto Dave says T-Law and Dak is my favorite start there. Locking in 2 solid QBs is ideal for me. That is a man that watches Dynasty domain right there.
Yes, sir. CD, Deshaun, and Eckler is pretty nice too, honestly.
There goes T. T goes in the 3-1, 3-3 almost every single draft. I like Eckler at the 3-1 though. Like yeah, I don't think you're necessarily reaching on him. I think he's just a huge buy. That's where I think he should go.
Yep.
So nice. Fields, Kyler, both a bit risky for me to take at ADP. Yeah, I think they're also extremely high reward. So extremely.
Yeah. Lamar, Amon-Ra, and Chris Olave.
Yeah, TK says keep in mind he didn't play full snaps for weeks. I think it makes it even more impressive. Like I think Kenneth Walker looked really good this year. So I was very skeptical about Kenneth Walker, and I think you were too. I mean,
yep, I was too. Tua falling to the 3-5. I think that's gonna start being regular now. That's gonna be normal.
I think it will
in
too.
A lot of startups. He's probably gonna go maybe even fall to the late 3rd from here on out.
So I
still think he's worth a shot.
Let's see. I got some options here. I'm stuck.
I know who you should take.
Who?
I'm not telling you who to take.
I'm going to take Trey Lance.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to lock up the 2nd quarterback. I know Trey Lance's value is going to be higher than this at some point in the near future. So I'm going to take Trey Lance here purely because, again, if you watched our video from yesterday, and if you haven't, go check it out. We have Trey Lance as a buy right now to sell later. So while there is some risk with Trey Lance, you can guarantee when there's a training camp video or when he throws a touchdown to Brandon Ayuk or when he's coming back and he's getting all these healthy reports, his value is just going to go up and up and up. And I'm going to wait until the last, as late as I can to sell Trey Lance, but I'm going to. So that being said, it's a super flex league. I'll take Trey Lance there. I do think there is still hope that, he could be something, but
yeah.
At the 3-7 is fine.
McCaffrey at the 3.9, like it. Even DK at the 3.8. Honestly, that's pretty nice.
I like just McCaffrey at the 3.9 is a real good value in our ADP
because for the most part, you're seeing McCaffrey consistently going over Eckler.
Look at his start. I like these 2 teams already. Shimmy's team and AZ's team.
Hurts, Breece, and JSN,
and Burrow, Wilson, and McCaffrey.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
It's really nice. Well, I've got a guy I'm gunning for here. I hope they don't take him because I'm about to take him.
I bet
see, you. Well, I have 2 picks here.
That was not your guy. I know it.
Oh, yeah. London was not my guy. All right. I'll take Saquon here.
Nice pick.
Continually undervalued. And I'll take Cup here. Continually undervalued.
Love it. Cup is going to produce at he's going to be hyper productive this year. And he was last year. He just, unfortunately had that that season ending injury. So TK says I bought Lance and a 24 second for Corral, a random 24 first and a third last week. However, my QB room is now Lamar, T-Law, Watson, Lance, and Purdy. How many QBs do y'all roster in a 12-team super flex? Start 9. I don't think that many. I think I would definitely be I'd definitely be keeping Trevor Lawrence for sure. And probably Lamar, and then maybe keep one of Lance or Purdy and then moving Watson. What do you think about that? Can you see that comment?
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now.
Tell me your thoughts on that.
Bought Lance in a 24 second for Corral. Yeah. I mean, I'd be with you on that. Yeah. Honestly, with your take, I think that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I think I would do. You got 1 2 minutes, but don't rush it. Get what you. Ooh.
Hey, Andrew's going at the 4-2. That's some good stuff.
I can't bring myself to take anybody else over this guy. I'm gonna take Travis Kelce.
Yeah, that's fine, guys. These tight ends here. This is fun to see. We're seeing a lot of receivers go early, and then those tight ends. Andrews specifically. I mean, Andrews is usually going middle of the 3rd round, so to get him at the 4-2 was really nice value. Pitts falling to the middle of the 4th round is again value. I think we'd say that Pitts is definitely a buy. We're on the fence whether he's a flip.
Yeah.
Because he very clearly will go up in value probably again if I were a betting man.
Yeah. Some good value still here on the board. Just looking through these teams, Will Levis went at the 4-4. So I think that's interesting. I think if Will Levis gets that top 10 draft capital, I mean, he's going to be going top 4 rounds in Dynasty easily, and he should in a super flex league.
Yeah. Daniel Jones at the 4-8, I'm just not comfortable with yet.
Really?
Why not? Because there's QBs that have deals right now, and Daniel Jones doesn't.
But what in the world? But Daniel Jones is going to get paid in like
a
matter of months.
I know, but I don't know how long the contract is. You actually think it's going to be multi-million mega deal for 5 years?
With the quarterback market the way it is? Absolutely. I'm not worried about him one bit. He's going to get paid.
I'm not worried about him. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. I still have questions about Daniel Jones.
Damian Stretch says, I think Dan Jones is going to be a great value in startups this year. Dable, the QB coach, and I think the Giants get some more wide receivers helping big time. I agree. I have no reservations about his contract. I think he's a good value right now.
At the 4, I mean, is he going to go up any
higher?
At the
4-8? It's a super flex league. I
don't know. I'd be more comfortable with him in the 5th.
I mean, it's the 4-8 though. It's dang near the 5th. Let us know what you think about Daniel Jones. We're not agreeing on this one. Let us know if you like Daniel Jones that earlier, if you're not in on Daniel Jones. I'm interested to see what people think.
It's just funny coming from me because I was buying the heck out of him last season, and I'm still on the fence about selling him because I could easily sell him for a lot right now if I wanted to with the shares I have of him.
Yeah.
But again, when it comes to new startups, I'm not comfortable taking them.
Yeah, absolutely. Kirk Cousins went there. Kittle off the board. Hawkinson and Kittle are nice value there.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being on here. We're going to continue to break down this mock draft, see where the rookies go. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you aren't subscribed and you do, drop it in the comments. We'll give you a shout out. We'd love to answer your questions. We really appreciate you guys watching for us. And I'm on the clock and I didn't realize it. Oh boy. All right.
Oh, you have 18 seconds. You're chilling.
I'm not chilling.
Yes, you are.
I've got. Yeah. There's a couple guys here I like. I'm going to take Godwin for the sake of.
Ooh, okay. All right, cool.
For the sake of mixing up a little bit. I normally I would. Well, actually, I won't say who I normally would take because I don't name drop.
Well, I know who I'm gunning for. Come on, I just need him to get to me. It's just.
Well, you've got four more picks, dude.
Between me and this man.
Yeah. So Toronto Dave says, I like your guys' mindset of thinking value dips and bumps and playing the market. I don't do that enough to project forward. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's really what Dynasty, is just kind of playing the market. So that's kind of our favorite thing to do. And it also just makes it a little bit more fun. I think there are a lot of Dynasty players that are really interested in that concept that just don't implement it enough. And really, when you implement it, and especially with a lot less riskier choices than others, it works out fairly well most of the time. So appreciate all you guys watching. Make sure you drop a like. That's the best way to help us out. Helps the YouTube algorithm. If you know anything about the YouTube algorithm, it's kind of bananas. So. Did he go on auto or did he get that in?
Najee at the 5.9.
Yeah.
I think he went on auto early, but Najee is a good pick at the 5.9. That's again one of those guys that's probably going to be a riser.
Yeah. 8 teams, Superflex start 10. Taxi currently at 4 slots, but bench is only at 7. What is your ideal number of bench spots in a league this size? In a start 10 and an 8 team. Well, in an 8 team, you'd have more, right? Because it would be.
Good gracious, that's a top-heavy league, man. You're trying to get as many elite producers as possible.
Especially start. The bench is only 7. I'd have the bench at least 12, I think.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yes, especially in an 8 team. Our ideal for a 12 team is we like to have the same number of bench as we do for starters. I would do at least 10 on your bench for sure for an 8 team, especially. Nick Chubb, Addison, let's go. I'm going to get the guys I want. I'm going to take the last elite producing tight end here. I'll go with Goddard. And then this is funny because there's a couple guys I want to take over him, but for market value and just for funsies, I'm going to go with Jameson Williams here. He's already fallen further than his normal ADP.
We just spent 30 minutes bashing him in a video and then you take him.
Yeah, because of his market value.
All right. I respect it. I wouldn't take him, but I respect it. Is Pittman? Oh, crap. Sorry. Name drop.
No.
Sorry. My bad. Rich, I like the pick. Pickett, I also like the pick.
Yep.
Good picks there. And look at that. So you've got, they started with one QB in the first. They both got Allen and Hurts respectively, and then they go Anthony Richardson and Kenny Pickett. That's a solid way to stack up on some of the flex spots, some of the wide receivers and running backs in this draft. Burks at the 6'4" is a fantastic value. Maybe my favorite value of the draft so far. I love that.
Yep.
Be interesting. I don't know.
There's a
take here.
Gosh, there are just going in at the end of the fifth.
I shouldn't have said Pittman.
There is a ton of phenomenal values here in the 6th round. So when you guys are doing some startups here in Dynasty, keep an eye on the 6th round and really do your research and see what guys are going to be landing there, because you may even want to trade in to get a couple of extra picks in the 6th round with the values that are falling here. I mean, Deebo Samuel just went, Michael Pittman, Treylon Burks back to back. Those are all guys that, I mean, not that long ago, they were going way earlier than this, with the exception of Burks.
I was about to say, getting Deebo here, I am thrilled about.
Yeah, Deebo this time last year was going in the 3rd round.
Yeah. I'm thrilled getting Deebo here. I think he still is the best fantasy quarterback. Wow. Words. Wide receiver on the 49ers. I think Brandon Ayuk's probably the best NFL wide receiver. I think Deebo's a buy. I think he's going to continue to produce, though.
Deebo could have played QB in that NFC Championship game.
It's true.
Yeah.
They probably would have taken anybody, I think, but apparently not. They had nothing to lose. It always just kind of baffles me. But yeah, how much do you miss football so far?
I was doing something today, thinking about football, and then it was the first time where I really had that feeling of sadness that football's done.
It's gonna be a long time, man.
Today is the day that I was February 17th, 2023, where I am already ready for football to be back, and we got a long ways to go until the Hall of Fame game.
Are both of those guys at the end really on auto?
Looks like it. Tough.
That is not cool.
No. That's all right. It's going to happen. Damian Pierce at the 6'12", you're never going to see that. Derrick Henry at the 7'1", you're never going to see that. Pollard, never going to see that. Mixon at the 7'2", you may.
No, that stinks because Mixon and Henry have been going later than that. I was interested to see where they're going.
It'll be fun to see where they go.
So, interesting.
All right.
Still going to be interesting to see kind of where everything pulls out. I'm going to tag them in our leagues because I don't know.
Fryermuth at the 7'3". Again, he said if you need someone to replace the auto pickers, he can fill in.
Yeah, I don't know how to kick him out.
I don't know either.
Draft settings.
Pickens at the 7'5". Where is Pickens usually going?
I don't think it will let me.
Isn't Pickens usually going in the 6th round right now?
Yeah, that's actually not a bad value.
I think that's a fine value.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Especially, I mean, the guys around him, Dobbins, Ayuk. Yeah, I'll take Pickens.
Yeah. Oh, it's my turn. Crap, I got 8 seconds.
Go.
Rapid pick. All.
The irony, trying to remove auto pickers, and you're about to go auto pick. All right.
I like Sharps. He's one of my favorite running backs in this class. I really liked him last year, and I'm fine taking him there, especially with 8 seconds left. That was rapid reflexes.
Yeah. Kepi said he's been grabbing Pickens late 6th.
Yeah. Yeah, he says if you pause the draft. I don't know. I tried, and
DJ Moore at the 7'8".
I'm going to tag them real quick.
No, thank you. Goodbye. I'm not a big DJ Moore fan. At the 7'8", to be fair, again, I mean, it's some investment. Could be worse, though. I don't think that's a massive reach at DJ Moore. I'm just not a personal huge fan of him. I think he's been a continual disappointment. We've been giving him too many excuses in his career to finally produce. And He's not QB proof. When are they actually going to get a QB in there? They could get Carr. Will that really affect DJ Moore's value? I think it will. I think it'll spike in value at that point, and that'll be when I'm selling him because I don't think he's really that big of a commander of targets. So, man, big wide receiver run here. DJ Moore, Terry, Dotson, Ridley. Now I'm up. Ridley at the 7-Eleven. Who do I got here? I go for a receiver. 10 seconds. Take Deontay Johnson.
Nice pick. At the 7-12, I really like that value.
And should I go with Cooper Kirk?
Kirk.
Okay. I'll go Kirk.
Did Calvin Ridley go before him? Calvin Ridley went before him.
Calvin Ridley has officially gone before Christian Kirk.
Well, they replied to me in chat, so I think the audio guys are going to come back.
Okay.
Really, really got to make sure you don't auto on our live streams,
Yeah.
man. That's like DD Doghouse stuff, right? Like
so
that.
Damian Stretch says, what do you guys think about Dotson, Alec Pierce, and Nico Collins going forward? Hold or sell? I'm holding Nico Collins until they draft a QB, and then I'm selling him. I am holding Alec Pierce. I'm really intrigued with what type of offense the Colts are going to be running with Steichen, and I just don't know what to say when that comes to Alec Pierce's production right now. That's why I think he's a hold. And then Dotson, I'm holding and I'm buying. I'm going to buy him. If you own him, I'm holding him.
I've been drafting Dotson everywhere, dude.
Yep. TK said, who do y'all like in this deal? 12-team Superflex PPR, Kenneth Walker, Amon-Ra, and early 24 first. Or sorry, I'm not including the third there. Doesn't matter. Or the 101 in this 2023 rookie draft, Drake London, AJ Dillon, and a 24 second. Been arguing with people in my league on this one. Bijan, Simon, Avery, and I have been talking about this for a while now. Bijan's kind of being set up for production failure because his expectation of his points the expectation for him and from a points per game basis is kind of out of this world. And I really think, I mean, if you're getting AJ Dillon honestly is almost nothing to me.
Yeah.
The 24 second is too far off right now.
Yeah.
London, big question mark offensively. Give me Kenneth Walker and Amon-Ra.
Yeah, and the early 24 first. Yeah, I'm gonna take that side too. Good. That's a good trade scenario though. I could see why people would want Bijan. I like Bijan. I do. But
you
know,
do a lot.
I think there is some expectations that are coming out that might not necessarily be totally.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's kind of like those movies that you really look forward to, and you just have massive, super high expectations for them, and then you go and you watch the movie, and it's a really, really good movie, but for some reason you still leave disappointed because you are expecting it to be the greatest movie of all time. I just feel like that's what Bijan is right now. I think he's going to be really, really good. And then I think he's going to dip in value a little bit because some are going to be disappointed in his lack of production, aka like 14 to 16 points per game. And then I'm going to be buying him everywhere.
That's the best way to do it. If you want Bijan, get him before the season because he'll do nothing in the preseason and people will be like, oh no.
Yeah.
We
got 40 watching right now. That's more than our first live stream.
I know. Thanks to everybody for joining us again. If you haven't, make sure you subscribe and then let us know in the comments if you subscribe. We'll give you a shout out on the show as well, or we won't if you don't want us to, I guess, if you're shy about that. But make sure you smash like on the video. Again, this really helps us out. We really appreciate it. Drop your questions and such in the chat. We are putting some of these up and answering some of these questions. I was told that I need to add the 1/12 of Freiermuth to get Goddard, so I've been better. I thought I was having a stroke. No, you don't need to add the 1/12.
No, Freiermuth and Goddard are almost going back to back.
And on Keep Trade Cut, you'll remember they were big value. I mean, they were essentially valued the same. So no, you're not crazy. Don't do that. Love the sweatshirt. Go Hoosiers. Go Hoosiers, baby.
You can't see it, but this pennant.
I've got a pennant. That's the IU pennant.
All these pennants are mine.
All right.
And he almost killed me because I didn't hang up the pennant on his table. The IU pennant.
I am a huge IU basketball fan. I live about 45 minutes from Bloomington. I go to a ton of games. My aunt has season tickets and she is gracious enough to let me go. So I'm a big football fan, but I'm a huge IU basketball fan. So
Stafford at the 9.6, I like it. Pacheco at the 9.5, that's when I'm starting to get a little uneasy. If Pacheco starts sneaking into the 8th round, I might be saying you should sell him.
I am going to go Josh Downs here. I think this is a very safe pick in this year's draft. I like his upside. I think he is going to be a good receiver in the NFL. I think he's going to end up going late first, early second in rookie drafts. I really like his value here in the middle of the 9th round. I like
Rybed says
Dang.
Purdue, more like Purdon't.
Heck yes, dude. I'm putting that comment on the screen. That is hilarious. So Simon, I think Simon's listening. He's driving back, but Simon goes to Purdue. So we have
he's driving back from Purdue.
We have fun. Okay, one of the most asked questions at the moment, and that is who is the RB3 in this class? Landing spots is important, but from a talent point of view, who's your guy? So for us, we like Zach Charbonnet. I think that's your answer too, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to look at the board here and see who went. So you had Bijan, you had Gibbs, and then Charbonnet was the third guy, right? And I took him.
Yeah.
And as you can see, there's a pretty big teardrop. So this is probably going to change too. It's just going to depend on how Charbonnet tests out. It's going to also depend on guys like Sean Tucker, Zach Evans, Devon Achane, even maybe. And so I think currently that Jeremy JCJ, if you don't know who that is, he's our resident rookie expert. I think he likes Charbonnet that high too. I think we would go Zach Charbonnet there just because he really doesn't have any glaring weaknesses. He's pretty good at everything. He's got workhorse size. I think a team's going to really like his skill set. Yeah. So great question.
I went James Cook and Jalen Hyatt at the 9-10 turn.
Nice.
I think Jalen Hyatt's probably going to get round 1 draft capital, just hearing the hype and buzz around him right now. In a mock right now at this point of the season, it might as well shoot your shot. James Cook is a value right now. You should buy him.
Who is the Colts starting QB next season? I keep changing my mind on who I think it's going to be.
I think it's going to be Stroud or Levis.
I think it's going to be Stroud or Young. So I'm close, but one of those two guys. It's not going to be an old guy. It will be a rookie, mark my words, and it will not be Matt Ryan.
If you're asking who we want, I know he right now wants CJ Stroud.
I love Stroud.
I am probably as even 33 on Levis, Young, and Stroud.
Yeah.
Like I am ecstatic with any of those guys. AR, you'd have to get me excited about it. I'm sure I'd get on the train if they drafted him 4th overall. I'd probably be just as excited, but
I'm not as thrilled about Levis. I really like one of the top 2 guys. Or Caleb Williams next year.
Bateman at the 10-4, good value. He's a buy right now.
Yep, we had him as a cheap wide receiver to add to your roster.
Yes, sir. Same with Mike Evans.
If you haven't watched the video today, and if you guys are interested in playing the market in Dynasty, we released a video today that was basically Dynasty flips. Nice pick there with Gabe Davis. Dynasty flips, so guys to buy now to sell later. So go check that out. It's actually something that we've never done before, but we're going to see how it works out. All right. I've got a couple guys in mind.
Easton or or whatever says, I really like Charbonnet, but he also lacks concentration with his vision when running into the hole, but hopefully this can be improved.
Yeah.
I think it's debatable. I mean, we've watched a lot of Charbonnet film, and I wouldn't say that this is one thing where we've said, honestly, he's really similar to Bijan in that he's very well-rounded. He's just not as good as Bijan is at everything. He's just good at everything.
Okay.
But I don't know. In terms of his vision, I just don't really see it. I think he has.
I don't know. Yeah. I think I also don't think I'm qualified enough to say, yeah, he does or doesn't definitively. So I got to put a couple of these up there. JCJ Dynasty is a bot.
That was fun.
That is hilarious.
That was so funny.
And then Rybred says Levis is a bum.
I don't think he's a bum.
I don't like him as much as Nathan does. I really would be scared if they drafted Levis.
But if he goes 104, I think we got to be all in because that's what the NFL is saying about Levis. So he's worth the 104.
When I watch Charbonnet, I see Joe Mixon. Am I crazy? I don't think so. I think that's a fairly good comp, actually. I think
was that JC's comp? Was that
JC's was a more athletic James Conner, and I definitely see that.
Okay,
size wise, ability wise, etc. But I think Joe Mixon is. I think there is some Joe Mixon in his game for sure. So
nice pick, Keps at the 10-7, taking Dalton Schultz. I don't know if I've seen him fall that far in a hot
Dalton
minute.
Schultz.
That's
remember that?
Yeah, Dalton Schultz.
Back in like the first DT episode of all time.
I love Dalton Schultz, man.
You just couldn't even say anything. Just drooling on yourself. Be interesting here. There's a couple guys I like still on the board. Tyler Lockett at the 10-11. Juju at the 10-10.
Cappy says I would like Richardson in Carolina because he's the Anthony Richardson, I assume, because he's the only option we have unless we trade up.
Yeah.
TBH. More athletic and younger Will Levis. What would you think about Derek Carr going there?
Yeah, let us know. I'm interested to know that as well. Because he's got to go somewhere, right? Right? Derek Carr has to go somewhere.
Yeah. It's got to be the NFC South. It just has to be.
Yeah, I would think so too. I'd think so too.
There's some good landing spots there. I would say he wouldn't want to go to the Falcons.
I don't know.
So
Jordan Love in the 11th round This is a guy we said
good.
that we're buying low on right now because I think
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers is probably on his way out in Green Bay, and you're getting the starting quarterback who Aaron Rodgers said himself was the replacement for him in the 11th round.
Yep.
Good pick.
Hey, at
Cedric,
the 11th round,
Cedric Tillman.
Yeah,
I love that pick.
Who's your what's your favorite team right now? Shaping up.
I'm gonna go back to AZ and Shimmy because they were my favorites. Who have I liked the most through? I'm going AZ's team. There's a lot of teams I like, but those two were the ones that stuck up to.
Tell you what, man.
I wish. Yeah.
Keps looks really good with Lawrence, Dak, and then he goes with Tyreek, QJ, Ayuk, and Butte. I mean, you have two good, really good rookie values who are going to go up in value or at very worst maintain their value because they're rookie wide receivers. And then you got ETN and Swift as your two running backs. I think that's great. I think those guys are both really good values right now at their respective position. And he goes and gets Schultz later. Again, fading that tight end position until the late rounds, goes and gets Schultz. That's solid. And gets Jacoby Myers here, who is also a really good value.
I'm going to take really Waller here. I think in the 11th, I'm fine taking Waller. I know he's got some risk and he's old, but
Joey.
But if Rodgers goes there, I think when they get a new QB, somebody's going to be buying high on Darren Waller.
Joey Amico says, saw a mock where JSN went to the Giants. We've seen a couple like that too. Addison to the Texans with Bryce Young. Yep. QJ to the Chiefs. All in the first round. If that played out, who's y'all wide receiver one in the class? It's still JSN.
Yep.
QJ, I think, would actually be overvalued if he goes to the Chiefs. I'd be selling him.
I wouldn't be.
Addison to Houston with Bryce Young. That's a match made in heaven, in my opinion.
Tobin says, didn't mean to take Juju there. Ran out of time. Yeah, I figured.
Simon says, Jacoby Myers or Dalvin Cook. I'll take Dalvin.
Oh yeah, let us know. We actually were arguing about this between the three of us. So would you rather have in Dynasty right now in a super flex tight end premium league, Dalvin Cook or Jacoby Myers? Let us know.
Who's the one player in fantasy that everyone rates and loves, but you don't? Mine is Lamb. I'd take Waddle, AJ, B, and Garrett Wilson over him every time.
Who is the one player that everybody loves and we don't? Fields,
Jameson
probably.
Fields, yeah.
People, we're not the biggest Fields fans, and people just crap.
Yeah,
on us
Jameson Williams is another big one probably for us.
Yes, JMO is a huge one for us.
Ooh, at this point,
I'm gonna take us off the screen here so you guys can see the full board.
Ooh, I don't have a lot of time left. I'll take Greg Dulcich for market value.
Yeah.
Why is it buffering? Give me Dulcich.
Nope, you can't have him.
There we go. And then
I like the Hendon Hooker pick, by the way. This is a very good pick.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, should I do it? Should I? I'm not going to take him because I want to see how far he falls. I'll take. Crud, this is tough.
Will you just pick?
No, I'm struggling here, my man.
Let us know in the comments. Jacoby Myers or Dalvin Cook. I put that comment on the
Wilson.
screen. Look at Simon. Look how good Simon looks in that picture. I love that.
He looks like a 70s boy right now. He has
his mustache.
Super long hair, so he still looks like Justin Herbert. Now he has a mustache.
How dare you take Zach Wilson? So, fun fact: we did a video today where I talked about it. The buy low to sell high, and so Zach Wilson is a guy when we're getting him this late, we know he's going to maybe at least make one more start in the NFL, and his value will go up. So we're going to buy him and just sell him when he's worth something even slightly more than this. Well, people hated that. People were like, "Oh, you still have time to delete this before people see it." I'm like, whatever.
12th, 13th, 14th round. These are kind of the areas where I'm starting to not get very hype about the veteran wide receivers for the most part. And I'm going to start looking for those rookies because, again, we know that they're going to maintain their value. Start gunning for those guys. Tank Bigsby, I like it there at the 12th.
I am looking at who I want to draft. It's going to be interesting here. Okay, I definitely see somebody I like here. And everybody else is going to hate this pick. Okay. I'm going to take James Conner. I'm going to practice what I preach. I like James Conner. He's going in the second round range now, according to where the rookies are going. Okay. So yeah, I like him producing.
So
on my
I wanted you to not take James Conner so that we could see how far he fell.
I wanted to
see if he went to the 13th.
You should have. I did that last time though, and I think he did.
Yes.
So
James Conner has been falling to the 13th.
So we already know.
Yeah, I know.
Putting us back.
Well, I was going to take him, but I decided to let him pass for fun because Zach Wilson will go up in value anyways too.
So McGonigal says Myers sell him once he signs a free agent deal. That's actually a really good point. We're gonna have Myers in a video next week about free agents he should be targeting. Once he signs free and buy Dalvin after the Vikings draft a running back in the third round. Okay, that is basically saying what we're saying, but he's accounting for timing more. I love that. So I'm gonna throw that up there. It's a great point, and just wait. It's all about timing sometimes with buying and selling these guys. But Dalvin on a competing team.
McGonagall, I don't want to be I don't want to assume anything. So who's your favorite character in Harry Potter?
That's McGonagall.
I know, but it's a pun.
Maybe it is. Tell us if it's a Harry Potter pun. I don't know.
I would assume it's a pun.
I don't think it is. If it's spelled differently too. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well,
he said LOL. I don't know. I still don't know. Tell me. Trey McBride, Dawson Knox. You got some tight ends going here late, along with the Moore twins and Sky Moore and Elijah Moore, who are not related.
McGonagall says, not the professor.
Not the professor.
Professor
I told
McGonagall.
you.
Well,
they're spelled differently too.
Yeah, I know.
I'm such a
But
nerd, dude.
so it could
People
be a pun.
are clicking to watch this, and then they're hearing you talk about Harry Potter. I'm like, I'm done.
Good thing we're almost at the end of the draft. Alec Pierce at the 13-4 is really good value. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And again, back to that question about should you be buying, selling, or holding Alec Pierce? If he's going at the 13-4, I may even be buying him.
Yeah, agree. Oh, I'm on the clock. How much time do I got? 17 seconds.
Oh, you're chilling.
And I've been terrible at this. What round is this, Nathan?
The 13th.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll take Rondale Moore here. Absolutely, I'll take
yes,
Rondale.
sir.
With Diahab on his way out,
continually
in
undervalued.
Yeah, I think.
Guys, when Rondale Moore plays, Rondale Moore's a target hog.
He's got to play, which I think is a valid concern. But
yeah, that's fine. But in the 13th round,
when is the Harry Potter video game live stream? I didn't even know there was. Maybe the Lego Harry Potter is the only thing I play. I don't know. Who just went?
Evan Hull.
That is somebody's guy.
Tell us about Evan Hull.
Yeah, tell us about Hull.
We have done so
in the comments.
much rookie analysis and film breakdowns and stuff like that. I've never heard of him.
Chig is a nice pick. I love getting into these later rounds and taking the tight ends because you can always sell them for more than what you draft them for. It's really that's a really fun strategy in Dynasty.
Rybread says Evan Hull is bad.
Rybread's kind of yeah. So
I was listening to you guys so much I completely ruined 2 picks 7 and 10. Hey, that's good to know that we just captivate you.
Rybread knows
every single word.
So I trust Rybread. Evan Holt's from
Antonio
Northwestern.
Gibson at the
definition
13,
of mid.
Elijah Mitchell and Antonio Gibson in the end of the 13th round. I mean, that's essentially free. I like it.
Yeah,
I'll take Zeke here.
Yes. I was looking at Zeke.
And my last pick, I'll take Tannehill in the 14th.
You have one more pick. We have 15 rounds.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Wow. Simon said Northwestern space
RB.
Western RB. Thanks, Simon.
We'll have to do that on our show. Just like look at random
talk about
players and
fantasy
watch
football?
film. No, just like see like guys like Evan Hull. Like who is that?
He's
Man?
drafting created players. Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me.
We could
just all create my players and put them in the NFL. That'd be awesome.
That would be.
Michael Thomas at the 14-2. I don't know.
Holy crap, guys. This sleeper ADP
That's pretty cheap for Thomas.
This sleeper ADP is so bad that I have just passed up on so many rookies here that I didn't even know were left because they're so far down the board. I'm not going to name drop, but I mean, look at some of the guys that are left here.
Rookies, you said?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to start scrolling then.
Yeah. Good gracious.
Oh, you're clearly talking about Tanner McKee. Oh, I see a couple.
Uh-huh. No, I was not talking about McKee. Stop dropping names, dude.
That was Nathan. That was a joke. Nobody's drafting. You're dumb. I think I'm going.
Where did Michael Mayer go here? I didn't even spot where he went.
I'm going to take Izzy Abanaconda here.
Yeah, that is the guy that I was thinking about.
Yeah. It's a good
Michael
pick.
Mayer went at the 9-2 in this.
He got autoed.
Who?
Andrew Harmon. He's still on auto.
Oh, that's tough.
Can't join a YouTube live stream. Dude, get over here. Look who is in the studio.
It's our boy.
Yes. I'm gonna put us next to What do you mean?
Last time I was listening,
Xavier Hutchinson at the
14-8.
Hutchinson's
He is
the guy
home.
that could
The
go up.
Justin Herbert haired
Herbie. He
beauty
is such a
here.
70s boy.
Yeah.
The beanie.
We got one more round here. Brandon Cooks just went in the 14-11. I like that because you know you're going to be able to flip Cooks when he goes to a new team. So, Simon, is there anything you want to tell the YouTube live stream?
I'm back temporarily. I mean, for this week.
There you go. He's back. It's just the Michael Jordan treatment right
I'm
there.
back.
For Simon.
Cam Newton said that.
Say, Sonny, look at that cutie. Absolutely. How about that?
Cam Newton immediately
left. Jelani Woods at the 15-1.
Kenny McIntosh.
Claypool
That's a nice
15-2.
pick,
McIntosh. Yeah. I'll go for some rookie here. My final pick of the
Don't
draft.
name drop.
I didn't say, I didn't
I'm
name
just
drop.
kidding, I'm
I
just
said
kidding.
rookie.
Chase Brown just went.
Is
That's a
that
nice
name
pick there
dropping?
too.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah. All right, we got 8 more picks here. Let's see. Musgrave just went. That's nice. Roshan Johnson. I think I know who I'm going to take here. I'm going to take these cheap tight ends. I think the one I wanted.
Really like him. I love that guy.
I'm going to take. Oh,
He'll get back to me too. He's gonna go up big time.
I'll take Tucker Kraft just for fun. I think there's a bunch of. I think it's a good tight end class, and I think if you're taking some of these guys in later rounds, like you're going to be finding that you're going to be able to flip them for a lot more than they're worth. When again, with these tight ends, you're not really going to be buying into them hard until they're 24, 25 years old, because that's when they're actually going to produce. So
yeah,
Lenny went. Thank goodness we got Fat Ned in here. That would have been tragic.
Fat Ned of the 15-8, man.
For him not to be
at that point. Nice.
Yeah. All right. 4 more picks here. Let's see who Mr. Irrelevant of the Dynasty Domain startup draft is.
Good Gesicki pick.
Bellinger. You've got Mr. Irrelevant.
I do have Mr. Irrelevant.
Eric Gray just went. Nice pick.
Mr. Irrelevant is about to be relevant real soon here. I'm going to take Parker Washington.
Nice. Good. All right, that wraps it up. Here's a look at the full board. Let us know in the comments who you think had the best team here. I'm going to go ahead and pick my favorite team. I think I'll go with AZ's team. I'll give him the crown for this one. I like his team. I like to start with Hurts, Breece Hall, JSN, Devon Smith, Addison, Pickett, Dotson. There's just a ton of value there. I really like that.
Really tough to dislike.
Your favorite team?
Even with the Calvin Ridley pick, I do like Lassiter, Lassiter and Kepps, just because I don't really want to copy you. Those two are probably going to be the guys that I'll give a shout out to for sure. I like Lassiter's team with Allen and Diggs, and then you've got good value in London, Andrews, and Chubb, and then getting AR there later, and then Aaron Jones and Mike Evans in the later rounds as well. And then Kepps, I already talked about your roster.
Yep.
Solid stuff for sure.
Yep, absolutely. So. All right, that wraps up another mock draft. We're going to be trying to do these, once or twice a week. So make sure you be on the lookout for some of our links. I'll plug us one more time. If you haven't, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you smash the like button as well. That helps us out a ton. We really appreciate it. Make sure you go to our locals page. You can get access to our Discord, where you can get into a listener league with us, where you can get access to our rankings, where you can get into our ADP data, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you head over there as well. We really, really appreciate all of you guys joining us today. As always, be on the lookout for more of these. Be on the lookout for more videos next week. We will see you guys later. Enjoy.